is pretty simple. You got enough wealth to spread it around, so everybody swims and nobody drowns. Pretty simple. There's too many people out living on the street. They need homes, food to eat. It's pretty simple. We need water, we need clean air, we need jobs, we need health care. And it's not just me, and it's not just you, it's all of us. It's pretty simple. You take the stolen money out from under their thumb, give it back to the people that they stole it from. It's pretty simple. You cut the military budget till it's almost gone. You put the money in schools and you can't go wrong. It's pretty simple. We've been doing it wrong all along the line, so let's do it right this time. It's pretty simple. And it's not just me, and it's not just you, it's all of us. It's not just me, and it's not just you, it's all of us. And we are greater than they allow us to believe. We are genius, we are history to be. And they think their money is the key. Yeah, but we know the key is in the numbers of our solidarity. It's pretty simple. You can't do it alone, don't even try. You gotta organize. It's pretty simple. Everybody's got a shoulder they can put to the wheel. Thinking ideals, it's pretty simple. And it's a big old wheel coming round the bend, and there's no stopping you now, you're bound to win. It's pretty simple. And it's not just me, and it's not just you, it's all of us. It's not just me, and it's not just you, it's all of us. It's not just me, and it's not just you, it's all of us. It's not just me, and it's not just you, it's all of us. Well, thank you. We got an audience here in the Wow Hall. Damn right we do. So this is Community Village, and let me tell you, I go to the Community Village every time I go to the fair, and it's like, you feel like you're in the heart of something, and it's got a history to it, and it's got an age to it, and it's got a purpose to it. That, you know, everybody wants to have a good time, but it's got a purpose to it which is a little above and beyond just having a good time. And you go around and look at the booths, and you talk to people, and they're planning and scheming, and right across the way over there, of course, is Energy Park, and there's the Keysy thing, and there's, you know, there's Artist of Spoon Man, and Jim Page plays there sometime on Friday nights. I'm later for that. But, you know, I mean, it's like a heart of the fair. And I was given a T-shirt, which I'm not wearing. I'm wearing this other T-shirt. But I want to publicly thank Community Village for giving me this T-shirt. Made, according to the piece of paper that came with the T-shirt, made by real hippies. Now that, you know what I'm saying? And it's from Community Village. And so I'm glad to be here. The song's called Angeline. It tells a story, and you'll get it. It goes like this. In this beautiful country in which I'm living, there is a story that you'll find about a woman named Kiki So Blue, and how they called her Angeline, Angeline, Kiki So Blue. She was the eldest daughter of Chief Seattle. She watched the world disappear. She said, you can build your town around me. I'm not going anywhere. Angeline, Kiki So Blue. And it was the fine and expensive wife of Doc Maynard who defined her into something to be owned when she said, you're much too beautiful for such an ugly name. From now on you will be known as Angeline, not Kiki So Blue. And they made her illegal, and all of her people and the children threw rocks behind her back. Oh, but Kiki So Blue had some rocks of her own, and she threw them back. Angeline, Kiki So Blue. Landlord, landlord, look over your shoulder. Careful who you're talking to. Maybe somebody you stole something from come to take it back from you. Angeline, Kiki So Blue. So many thieves, for all that they have taken, they leave us with a world full of holes. Oh, but we have rocks, we have heroes, and we will not do what we are told. Angeline, Kiki So Blue. Adrian, I don't have any time clock here, so I have no idea when I'm on it. Actually, he's on it. Okay, this song is called "There's a Fire in the Forest," and it covers a lot of ground, I guess, and you know, you can make your own decision as to what precisely it's about. But I'd like to send it out to everybody down here in Oregon that's dealing with the fires. There's a big one going on out there. It's called the Bootleg Fire. And you can find info about it on a website or a Facebook page called Oregon Fires. And maybe there's a way you can support those people. And, you know, we're going to need each other a lot through these next coming times here. So, oh, and I'm doing a gig on Monday here in Eugene at Tsunami Books, one of the world's greatest independent bookstores. Okay, I've been to a lot of them. The City Lights down there in San Francisco, but Tsunami, it's got this stage built in it, and the bookshelves are on wheels, and they can move them out of the way. But this is the end. This is kind of the lull in the pandemic. So the gig is going to be outside in the back. There's like a parking lot out there, and it's going to be a lot of chairs and stuff, and a stage and sound system and lights, I think, and that sort of thing. And then me and Brian QTN is going to be playing there. So come on out. And it's going to be live streamed too on my Facebook page, and I think on YouTube, on the Tsunami Bookstore YouTube page. So it's going to be all over the place. You can check it out. So that's Monday at 7 p.m. So anyway, this is called Fire in the Forest, and for everybody that's dealing with the conditions these days. Look out of your window. As far as you can see this beautiful country is our heredity, the way that we find it, the way we pass it on, the way that we're remembered. When we have come and gone, and the fire in the forest, you can't just let it burn. No one can do it for us. This much I've learned. There's a fire in the forest. Oh, the glory days of our material embrace have given us the destiny. We now must come to face a monumental crossroads with no time left to borrow, and the choice we make today will be the world we get tomorrow. And there's a fire in the forest. We can't just let it burn, and no one can do it for us. This much I've learned. There's a fire in the forest. Can you drink your water? Can you breathe your air? Is there an unendangered species anywhere? Is there a land unthreatened by this historical machine? Is there a better vision? Can we find it in our dream? And there's a fire in the forest. You can't just let it burn. No one can do it for us. This much I've learned. There's a fire in the forest. Talk about the future. Talk about 1,000,000 years. Talk about the mothers and the grandchildren. Talk about the cycles, laughter and tears. Talk about the bridge we're building. Don't burn the bridge we're building. Time is running out on us. That's the way it seems to me, with one foot on shaky ground and the other in eternity. We're standing at the threshold. We're opening the door, and either we survive it or we go down like a dinosaur. We can't just let it burn. No one can do it for us. And this much I've learned. There's a fire in the forest. I'm going to do a little capo stuff here. I've been going to the country fair since probably, I think 1980, and I've missed 2 of them. And one, I can't even remember what it was. I was doing some European stuff and, whatever. And I just discovered the country fair. When I first started going to it, man, I'd lose my voice. I'd go out there, break all my guitar strings, and lose my voice because I'm trying to sing above an ambiance which is taking place in a soft space. And that means that your voice doesn't reflect off of anything, and your guitar doesn't reflect off of everything. So no matter how loud you shout, the sound only goes that far. If you're singing in a concrete space, a quadrant or something surrounded by buildings, you can reflect off the glasses and the doors and stuff. But out there at the country fair, man, so I'd lose my voice on the first day and try to, slog my way through the rest of it. And I didn't know what the hell to make of this thing. But I kept going because there was something there. So I went back the next year, and then I had a European thing to do. And then I kept going, and I started to make friends. And the friends the associations kind of drew me back to the fair, more than what I could do musically, because like I'm saying, I'm losing my voice all the time. But then I began to get insights into how that music thing works, playing Shady Grove, when Shady Grove had no sound system. So there you are, there I am, one guy with a guitar, oops, one guy with a guitar. That's not right. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I'm doing wrong. There we go. When you learn how to pace yourself and how to throw your voice and all that kind of stuff, and you discover Community Village, and it's this really sweet little scene down. The whole thing is a really sweet little scene. And now I've been going every year for so long. So I have a new record which is all recorded and mixed, and it's not out yet because we're trying to decide what to do with it, and packaging and all that stuff and distribution, and talk to different people about it. Probably be October, something like that. So if you want to find out more about it, go to my website, jimpage.net. Send me an email, sign up if you're on Facebook, I got a fan page or whatever you call it, and there's an email sign up thing you can sign there. You can sign up on my web page also, and you'll find out all the information I'll send you as things progress. And it's called Now Is the Time, and this is the title song. And I'd like to dedicate this song to a whole bunch of people, everybody out there, everybody here in this beautiful Wow Hall, and also to Anne Feeney, the memory of Anne Feeney, the work of Anne Feeney, and the art of Anne Feeney that survives long. Those of you that remember her from the country fair or elsewhere. So anyway, it's called The Time Is Now, and it goes like this. There are things to come and things to pass, pure and simple, made of glass. To feed the future, you read through the past, to fix it fast, and to make it last. And the time is now. Now is the time. The time is now. Now is the time. Time has come and time has gone to pick up roots, to move along, to rise up early before the dawn, to start out standing, to come on strong. And the time is now. Now is the time. The time is now. Now is the time. You got eyes to see, you got ears to hear, and you know very well what's been happening here. Don't make light of the people's tears. Stand up and face your fears. Oh, the time is now. Now is the time. The time is now. Now is the time. There was a time when the winter came and all the world turned cold. There will be a time when the spring arrives and all the flowers unfold, and the future belongs, oh, the future belongs to the bold. Oh, the fuses were lit such a long ways away, and they'd stutter and spark, and they'd fade and decay. And now the clocks are on fire at the edge of the day, and we turn to each other and say, the time is now. Now is the time. The time is now. Now is the time. Now we stand with the wind at our backs, and we are the eye of the storm. We look at the world and the world looks back, and the drum beats a rhythm to warn that the future is just, oh, the future is just being born. Now is the time. The time is now. Now is the time. So hold on now. Hold on. I have a little hosting duties to do here. And I got to look at my notes here, because this is really interesting. This is the last couple of musical acts. I don't like that word act, because it's like the person doesn't really mean it. They're just pretending, you know, later for that. So musical presentations here that I get to introduce, and therefore I've gotten to learn about them because I didn't even know they existed until this. I'm sorry for my, you know, I'm only one person. And so the first of the pair is called Raven Tones, and they begin, I believe, with a little clip about something called Kind Tree, which is, this is very interesting, autism rocks, okay? It's like paying attention to people with autism, and on the autism scale, and you know that Greta Thunberg, by the way, you know that she is on the autism scale, don't you? You know that she's got Asperger's syndrome. You know that, right? And she's seen it as her superpower weapon. I mean, she's like, what, 16 years old? That's her thing, right? That's her superpower weapon, to go out there and lecture the United Nations, lecture the U.S. Congress on not doing enough for climate change. She gets attention, and that's an autistic person, Asperger's person. So that's important stuff, man. So, and that's little piece is made by T.R. Kelly, plays the bass. I believe she made the piece. Anyway, she's a bass player. She's played with babes, played in babes with axes, you know, and a fellow named Randy Hom, who is the percussionist, who's played with the Steel Wool Band, and, you know, they're really good. I checked them out. Really good music. And then following that is Fox and Bones, which is a magnificent young, I can say that because I'll be 72 next month, okay? There was a time when I couldn't say that. People would laugh, say, what, are you being pretentious? And I would say, yes, now I'm being post-tentious. Young folk duo, well, sort of. Their record, you can listen to it on their website. It's really well produced, it's really well done. So, and they're a longtime fair family and friends of Community Village. And, oh, by the way, speaking of Kind Tree and autism and all that kind of stuff, one of my favorite memories of Community Village is doing a set for Mad Pride, and I have several pictures to prove it, and that somebody was dressed as a giant fly, if I remember correctly, with a big fly mask, the big eyes and everything. You know, that was really cool. So anyway, so I'll get out of the way and let them take over. It makes sense? Make sense to you guys? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Are we set?
Yeah, we're set.
Okay. Take care. Be well. Be safe.